Good morning, everyone. I'm sorry that I couldn't attend the event in person due to personal reason. I hope this presentation is still helpful. First of all, my name is Tony Chen. I'm a solution engineer from Keyfactor and based out of Singapore. For today's presentation, I'm going to share with you the migration to post-quantum cryptography, and we will be focusing on interoperability within the ecosystem, which is probably the biggest challenge when it comes to PQC migration. I will also show a little bit demo around interoperability testings using EJBCA and Bouncy server. So we know that security of cryptographic algorithms is constantly challenged by increase in computing power and sophistication of cryptanalytic techniques. So constant cryptographic upgrading and migration is normal, right? It's part of our cybersecurity landscape. We have seen this many times historically, for example, from triple dash to AES migration, SHA-1 to SHA-2, or multiple times upgrading from RSA from 1000 to 2000, and now also recommended to use 3000 key size. So yes, RSA has been longer standing, widely used asymmetry algorithms in the past decades. People like you and me has been using RSA for our entire life. By this time, probably we have to say goodbye because when quantum computers become capable enough, it breaks the RSA as well as ECC that we use today, right? In fact, the attack called Harvest Now, Decrypt Later is happening right now. The attackers are connecting encrypted data today and hoping to decrypt the data when quantum computer become cryptographic relevant and accessible in the near future, right? And that's why we can celebrate today, because NIST from US has released the standardized post-quantum algorithms last year. Now we have those standardized quantum-safe algorithms, MLDAC for digital signing, MLChem for key encapsulation, and SLH DSA is another digital signing algorithms as well. HQC as another encryption algorithms to back up MLChem. Meanwhile, we are also expecting more quantum-safe algorithms to be standardized in the coming months or coming years by NIST. So what's the timeline for PQC migration? I have a table here. These indicate the leading institutes over the world and their timeline for your reference, right? First of all, NIST from USA, they have indicated the timeline to deprecate RSA ECC by 2030, right? And also by 2035, RSA and ECC are fully disallowed. And I have a link from NIST publication A547. Similarly, UK, leading by NCSC, also indicate the timeline to first do a complete inventory and planning. This is has to be done by 2028, and also for by 2031. There's early highest priority, which is critical infrastructure PQC migration by 2031, and also by 2035. Is also required full migration for any infrastructures that use cryptographic, right? Similarly, Australia, leading by ASD, ACSC, also have a deprecation for RSA and ECC by 2030, and also at the same time they also deprecate SHA-2 as well. For India, I have done a few research online. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a defined timeline for PQC migration, but government defined PQC migration timeline is not yet confirmed. So I'm still looking for information around the confirmed timeline for India. There are many challenges when it comes to PQC migration. Here I list out the 4 major challenges which we might encounter during the migration. Number 1, complex migration process. Because there are tons of cryptographic we are using today in our environment and ecosystem, such as operating system, web servers, libraries. However, having a full inventory of all the cryptography in use and understand what critical data is protecting is still a challenge today, right? And before the migration, organizations also need to identify whether the legacy system can be compatible to the new protocols, new algorithms, and so forth. Interoperability, right? Even we're using the same set of algorithms, but it's still possible that communications will break down due to inconsistent implementations and lack of end-to-end testings and verifications, which also means we cannot rule out PQC migration tomorrow because a thorough interoperability testings are required, which would takes a lot of time. Number 3, vulnerability and non-compliance due to the transition. During the transition, organizations might implement mixed strategies with both classic and cryptographic and PQC. That can also lead to a temporary vulnerability or non-compliance before the complete migration. And the fact that some legacy system will never be able to migrate because its limitation and dependencies and challenges. And we will end up having some systems that are running in the environment, but is still insecure due to the fact that they will never support PQC algorithms. So organizations also need to apply additional controls and securities around those legacy system, or choose to migrate to or do a tab refresh to a new system. And number 4, lack of crypto agility. I would say many systems and devices out there are never built with crypto agility in mind, and because crypto agility is after all a new concept. So it might be a challenge to respond to any changes, and make PQC migration costly, risky, and disruptive. So here's the crypto agility comes in, right? What is that and how it's relevant to our topic today? I refer to this quote by a publication by Crypto Agility Risk Assessment Framework. It says crypto agility refers to the ability for an entity to replace existing crypto primitives, algorithms, or protocols with a new alternative quickly, inexpensively, with no or acceptable risk exposure. So it's about being able to adapt your cryptographic system quickly and efficiently, including responding to a new threat, vulnerabilities, changes in standard, incidents and events like that. It's about being prepared for anything that comes along. There was entrust being distrust by all the browsers, so users have to move from one vendor to another. There are also incidents and audit compliance issues that needs to be quickly identified and replace certificates that might be at risk. That also in the industry there's 47 days certificate lifespan. Basically, the certificate validity will be reduced to 47 days in 2029. That will also give a lot more reasons to implement crypto agility and to renew the certificates and cryptographic in time. And also, PQC migration is definitely required for any crypto. So when it comes to PKI migration strategy, I have listed out 3 major strategy here. The first one is a complete migration strategy, which means we directly transition to PQC from the classic PKI. It doesn't make sense for some enterprise organizations, but it does make sense for some of the industries. For example, manufacturing industries that requires a complete direct transition from classic PKI to quantum safe PKI. for organizations that has the control of the ecosystem, the entire ecosystem, transitional migration strategy does make sense. So, which means that they are running both classic PKI and quantum-safe PKI at the same time in parallel, and slowly phase out their legacy PKI and slowly adopt the quantum-safe PKI in their environments. Hybrid strategy, which is to use hybrid certificate, for example, that we can support hybrid certificate today in our system, our platform. The organizations who doesn't have the control of the ecosystem can choose hybrid strategy to switch from the legacy PKI to a hybrid PKI system, which that can issue hybrid certificates to make sure the compatibility when you don't have the control of the ecosystem. So if I would give a framework for quantum safe algorithms migration today, I have listed out 6 points, right? The first point is to prepare, right? And you need to do system analysis and define your migration goals and strategy, right? That's the first step. And also identify the system and devices that are, especially those are incapable to migrate, identify them and have a list of those systems and devices. Also to do a discovery, to discover all the cryptography in use and build your own C-bomb, which means a cryptographic bill of materials into a centralized platform, right? So you can do a further assessment and identify any vulnerable algorithms and potential algorithms, and also to map them with the critical data they're protecting. And also number 3 is to implement, right? To deploy a quantum safe cryptographic on your high priority activities and systems, to do a thorough testing, to do end-to-end testing for all the interoperability to the internal devices, internal systems and infra, and as well as external systems. And also to build your crypto-agile platform, and this is to prepare the mass migration as well. And also try to automate the PKI, your cryptographic changeover, and also certificate root of trust using the crypto agile platform. And also continuous monitoring for any ongoing vulnerabilities of your existing system. If in the future or during the migration, someone introduce or some system introduce the vulnerable cryptographic into the system. So from Keyfactor point of view, we have the full suite of quantum-ready solutions, all the way from inventory of all the keys, certificates, and algorithms that you can build your C-bomb today, and also from the perspective of creating quantum-safe CA and issue quantum-safe certificate as well as hybrid certificate using EJBCA, and also signing, right? Any code signing use cases and firmware signing use cases, timestamping use cases using sign server. We can also support the quantum safe algorithms that are already standardized by NIST, and of course quantum crypto agility as a platform is also supported by using our solutions, and you can also to use the solutions to do your crypto analysis and also the automation when it comes to migration. And Bouncy Castle, EJBCA Sign Server are also available as a community edition, so it's free for everyone that to test, to do a crypto PQC testing today.